My name is Stephen Anager, proud parent of three, two that have been through the school. The oldest was Ben, 2 years after that, Joe, and one currently at the school, my daughter Millie, who's 17, she's in lower six. The children were at local prep schools. The boys were at St Andrews in Pangbourne, Millie was at Cranford House, and looking really around for next step schools. I think the obvious targets were Bradfield, Pangbourne, as they were quite local to where we were. But then we just decided that we'd look on the other side of the river and came to the Oratory. The atmosphere had a smaller school, but big facility sort of feel about it, which seemed to fit very well with what we were looking for. It's a huge decision. The big focus for us was to try and give them the best opportunity for the future by giving them access to a fantastic education, big commitment for us to be able to do that, but also expectation from them to have the opportunity going forward as well. The boys basically settled in very quickly. They started off as day pupils. Because we're about half an hour or so drive away, it was easier for us to then look at the boarding option. So they then boarded on a sort of part-time basis in Norris House. That worked really well in terms of them really integrating with the school ethos, and the facilities here, of course, are fantastic. For Millie, I think the great thing about it is that she has that mix of boys and girls at sixth form, and already the networking starts, I think, very strongly at that age. She's doing three great subjects: economics, geography and psychology. It's an interesting mix. I'm not sure what it'll lead on to yet, but I think for her, there's a huge boost in her confidence I've seen, and how she's flourished on the back of being in a different and new environment with boys and girls. Having made the decision some years ago to send the children to the Oratory, now I feel a great sense of achievement and pride, and watching them grow up into fine young adults, it is really rewarding to see how they've turned out. What I love most about the Oratory is the family feel that it has as a school. That's aligned very well with all of my children, and they're all the better for it.